Hello guys and welcome back to Hearts of Iron! This time I'm going to be playing as Greece, and I'm going to try and be part of the Axis, again! I know I played as Bulgaria Axis, but it's just... if I'm the Allies, I could easily beat Germany. If I'm the common term, it's slightly different. I haven't actually played as a communist nation. Maybe next time I'll try a communist nation, but right now I want to play as Axis Greece. Now, this is not in any way a normal Let's Play. This is literally me wanting to play a game again. It's just genuinely, and I'm playing it on a stream. Why not? So I may be quieter, but I'm hoping I'll make more progress if I'm also doing this more casually than, you know, a set recording session. Also, hello! The Silver Wolf, hello. Welcome. You will bear witness to the rise of Greece. So, 1949. Now, unfortunately, Greece is one of the nations that doesn't have its own national focus tree. So it will be generic, and honestly, I'm a little disappointed about that, because I think Greece could make a great nation to have its own tech tree. Like, invade Turkey, you know, join the Axis, join the Allies, invade Yugoslavia, absorb Albania, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you could get out of it. But they don't do it. Also, please let me know if the volume's too loud. It may be too loud. I'm not too sure, so just let me know. So, we shall strengthen Germany. We shall not strengthen Italy, but we shall strengthen the Soviets. We shall strengthen the French. We shall strengthen the United Kingdom by 2, so they'll be quite a challenge to beat. And we'll throw in Japan. The rest are fine. So, the United Kingdom is the MVP. Even if America doesn't join, which they will. They will, of course. It should be pretty damn difficult. So, historical AI focus is off, so we can have whatever happen. I'm playing as Greece, not aligned. We shall turn to the Axis. Let's go. Now, early game. Do I remember how to do the early game? I've played a bit of Romania since I've started playing Hearts of Iron again, so I know how the system works a little bit. The Field Marshal system threw me off a tad when I started, so now you have to have, for those who don't know, it used to be that the Field Marshal system was, you had a Field Marshal that could command infinite amounts of troops, and they could command, like, big blocks. And then there's the generals who are more specialized. If you want, like, decent panzer divisions or decent terrain people, you get a general to sort that out. If you was doing mass assaults, you would need a Field Marshal. Now everybody is generals, so you have, like, maybe 3 generals, but they come under the wing of one Field Marshal who has overall control of it. So you'll have, like, 3 different battle lines, say even in the Soviet Union. You'd have 3 different battle lines, so you'd have, like, one battle line here, one battle line across Poland, one battle line across Romania. And those would be commanded under one Field Marshal, so he would direct the entire thing. He can command up to 5. But individual battle groups would be commanded by generals, and they would have their own sets and skills and, you know, whatever. So, in a way, it's better, but it took a little while to get used to, and even then I'm still a bit rusty. So, let's begin with the research, as you do. So, I always go engineering and industry, because there's no need for war production at this stage, and there's every need for genuine construction. Now, unfortunately, again, no tech tree. So, I want to compete with Great Britain on its navy. I've never properly done this before. I tried it in the Diamond League, and I tried it with the Netherlands when I did the World War I campaign. I think Greece has a genuine chance in the Mediterranean to beat the British at sea. And if they really get going, if I get Turkey and other places, and I get the space for the navy, then maybe I can compete in the wider world. For now, securing the Mediterranean is key. So we need to capture Gibraltar and Suez. And that will be the main thrust of my Axis forces. We shall see how that works out. So, we shall go political effort. For now. Unassigned division, so everyone's unassigned. So, we'll have Group 1. You will be in Greece. In Crete. Of course you'll be in Greece. Right, you'll be in Crete, you won't have any sort of garrison commander. Right, the rest of you. You'll all be in another group. So, we don't need to worry about anything at the moment. So, genuinely, I might just throw these guys in just a garrison. We don't need a front line. We don't need to worry about anything. So, just have these guys in a garrison. They can occupy everywhere. Occupy the ports, so if we do get invaded, there's somewhere they can go. So that's the army, and I will give you a general. There you go, our only general. You shall be the Spartans. Sure, we'll have the Spartans. Greek theater, we shall rename that to, of course, just Greece. And you are the Crete Defense Force, or the CDF. Okay. So that's done. Oh, people are here. Hi. Hi, everybody. Wow, people are actually turning up. Yes, let's enjoy some Hearts of Iron. Again, this is just a sort of more casual playthrough. Maybe I won't speak as much when we're just running through the turns. But I figured if I feel like playing it, there's no harm in just streaming it and sharing it with people. Maybe it's more exciting that way. So, we definitely need more convoys. And I don't want to commit to any of this low-tier trash of a navy. So we'll just stockpile some convoys for now. We've got that going. We will get a bit more rifling. Do we have... We don't have any artillery tech. That's a problem. We do have transport planes, but again, that's no problem. So for now, we'll invest in 2 and 2. We'll get this going. We're lacking a bit of oil. Of course we are. Now, as Greece, we're not that resource poor. Especially compared to some of the other European nations. We have a fair amount of aluminium, we have fair amounts of tungsten, some chromium, some steel. We're actually, for one of the European nations that isn't Germany or like Yugoslavia, in fact we have more iron than Yugoslavia, Greece is in a really good position. This is why I think they do desperately need their own national focus tree. Because they're a neat little nation in Hearts of Iron. They definitely could compete. They just need their own national focus tree. Right, and let's of course go with my usual strategy. So I'm going to get a bunch of civilian factories to help with my genuine production. And I believe that is it. We are off. I think that's everything. So, we don't have an air force. Well, we do have a navy. We definitely do have a navy. I haven't actually touched that yet. So we have a small submarine fleet and a small surface fleet. So let's get the surface fleet a commander. And why not, we'll throw an admiral in here. So, we'll split you off. You guys are already on convoy raiding. Just in the Eastern Mediterranean, don't stretch yourselves out. And you guys, will have... No, we'll keep you in the port. If you even go out, you'll be destroyed. You need some heavy cover, you need fighter cover. Are you planning to recreate the Byzantium? Maybe. Maybe. For now, I'm just trying to stay alive. But definitely Turkey is target, not an ally. So, retaking Istanbul, definite, it's on the list. But the plan is to jump into the Middle East, take this section, definitely occupy Suez. Gibraltar, that'll be outside my range. But I want to control the Eastern Med, at least. Yeah, expansion is a problem. I mean, we do have Bulgaria, if we attack them before Axis control comes in. And Turkey, Turkey is a bit different. It depends. It depends how quickly I join the Axis. Could very well be that I could attack Turkey on my own without any of the allies or anyone being drawn in if it's early enough. I could do it to Bulgaria. Again, I have to be quick. I have to become fascist quite quickly to justify my war goals. But I could get a bit of territory out of them. There's not much to them, though. And Turkey is a big target. Turkey is definitely a big target. Especially with my puny force. Like, Turkey's military is better than mine. I mean, you can see here. Let's take a look at our men. So, we are not even fully equipped. But we do have full men. So, we definitely need guns for my men. So, let's put this up to full speed. I can keep it on full speed for a while at this. So, I've got all the graphics on. If it gets sluggish, I'll turn them off as usual. So in the meantime, sit back and enjoy the 1930s. Swinning time, filled with Nazis, and good times all around. I'm sure. Also commies, definitely those there. And worst of all, Democrats. Ah, goddamn the British. And their democracy and their Conservative Party. Yeah, there'll be a Spanish Civil War. Unfortunately, we won't be able to take part in that. Political efforts, right? Remilitarization of the Rhine. That's happened. So, we want to go down collectivist ethos. And we want to go down fascism. Want to pretty much do this quite quickly, get ourselves on the board as a fascist, so we can start going along our political ideology. So, let's get the fascist demagogue. And let's start turning this nation around. Oh no, I haven't dealt with anything in China. I have been Japan before. So I have not tried to recreate the Qin Empire. If that's how you say it. Yeah. I haven't done much. I'm mostly Europe-centric when I'm playing. I have played as America, I have played as Brazil. I have played as Australia, only for like a bit, and I played as Japan, but it's like this entire middle section where I haven't tried. I think I've played most of every nation here. I haven't played Switzerland yet. They don't seem like a decent nation to try. Who knows? They probably could be very powerful. I'm probably highly underestimating them. Right, so decisions are available. There's a new decisions fin here as well, if you haven't seen it. Fascism on the rise. So I can actually do some of these events, which will increase support for the fascist parties. You know, stuff like that. Also, I think it can reduce it as well. There's stuff here for, like, banning democratic parties or banning communism. I don't need to do it. There's no one influencing me. There's no factors against me. There's no need to do any of this. I haven't considered using many mods, except I have used Kazarak. Is that how you say it? Quite a fun mod, that. Definitely gives a fresh take on the whole Hearts of Iron World War II thing. Because it's a World War Germany and Austria, Hungary, World War I. Quite fun. Quite inventive. Right, I'm going to try concentrated industry. I imagine in the heart of Greece, there's not going to be much in the way of bombing, and if so, if there is, it'll be very limited. It's not like I'm in the UK where I'm going to be bombed consistently, or anything like that, so I'm going to go concentrated industry. Hold on, I'm going to get a drink. By get a drink, I mean just take a drink. You know, I don't want to come from the mic. Hope you can hear me over the music. I turned it down. It should be fine. But let me know if there's a problem. We have a tiny airport in Macedonia. Lot better in was that Thessaly? And what do I get now? Is there a silent? There is a silent workhorse. Definitely want that. Get the political power in. If possible, I also want to persuade other nations to my fascist affiliation. So, Iraq. South America is always a good deal. South America is fairly isolated, but if you can turn them to fascists, they send volunteers. So you can have a few extra troops following you around. And that opens up trade, of course. So maybe Brazil is usually a really good place to try and turn fascist. Or democratic. Or communist. You know, whatever you like. So that's what I might do. Now, excavation is not usually worth it, unless you're one of the bigger empires. But, honestly, with Greece, probably could work out. Is there anything else I need? I might need to get the basic fighters. I don't have any. Also, oh no, artillery. I definitely want artillery. Yeah, let's get artillery on the go. I want to start producing artillery. My men need artillery. To break through entrenched positions, to break through tanks, artillery is a given. So we'll start with that. Start? What am I saying? Start? Whatever, you know what I mean. Oh god, people making cringy jokes in chat. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union. Right, nationalism focus. So, militarism. More recruitable population and less partisans. Okay. I don't have the gear to drill you, unfortunately. I'm still 3,000 guns behind and not catching up anytime soon. So after I've done with political effort, I'm definitely going down industry and getting all those military factories up. But for now, I want to get just my civilian sector up, so I can trade out a bit more. The Spanish Civil War's begun. I mean, we're still in 1939. 6 even to God from 1949, jeez. Where does the time go? They call you the king of old dad jokes. Or, well, not of old dad jokes, of dad jokes. Well, fair enough, Your Majesty. I didn't realize we had royalty in the chat. Oh, come on, the fascists. You need to beat them. The Republicans actually won a fair few times. I played a Romanian game. They won. The Republicans. I never used to see that, but it happens now. Every now and again. Let's see. Nothing else I can really do. Yep, just gonna be a bit slow, I think, as I wander through these years. War industrialist, military factory speed, that could be quite good, although I could get the military theorist and start getting some army experience. Since I'm not actually building any military factories at this point, it's probably for the best. Okay, militarism. We've got militarism, which means I can get military youth, which means I can get paramilitarism, and then the ideology, which allows me to create my own factions. Of course, I will be joining the Axis. But at this point, is this actually decent? Do I actually want to go down here right now? No, I don't think I actually do. I probably want to go for industrial effort and get the armament going. So I'll build the civilian factories, but I'll start getting the armament going so I can do that. Also get the Navy. I want to start building that up, because currently I've only got one dockyard in all of Greece. That's producing a handful of convoys. We've got 22. We had 10 to start with, so we can actually supply ourselves. Speaking of supply, I'm actually looking forward to the next Hearts of Iron expansion. Which will bring in a bunch more to do with the Navy, I believe. So, I hope it's gonna be good. I do enjoy a good Navy, even if I never really liked it in like Empire or any of those games. Oh, it's asking me to actually recruit basic divisions. Good. Now I'm planning to play Greece as sort of a specialist nation. So we're gonna be, well, I say specialist, I'm planning to treat them more like Germany. So you can have tanks, mechanized, mainly because their population doesn't allow for mass infantry, like many other nations. In fact, what's their total population? Greece's total population is only 6 million. Yeah, we don't have the manpower for large armies. So we need tanks, we need everything, pretty much. So let's go well on that. For now, we shall train a few more basic divisions, though. So I'll start training one, so we at least have something. We'll take up some of our equipment, which we don't have, but as long as we get the training out, so we have trained divisions in our army, it'll work out. Oh, towed artillery, there you are, and concentrated industry and computing. All very nice. So, what I want is industry, not at that time yet. So, let's go excavation, get some resources. At the very least, we might be able to get some more trade out of people. We'll go for some fighters, start getting those out. And we do have transports. I could get a new destroyer type and start making that, but it'll take forever on our current course. So I'm thinking I want to start going down the mobile doctrine. Either that, or if I research trucks, I can get the field hospitals. I can't actually make them yet, though, so let's start heading down here. So I want to go down the Blitzkrieg mobile warfare doctrine. Not superior firepower, which could be useful more, along the lines of the American approach, the artillery bombardments. But I might want to end up going down this desperate defense, purely because it allows a lot more, at least a 5% extra recruitable population. That could be very handy in the final stages of a war. So I'm going to go down the German route, which is this, and we'll see where we go. Now, I'm not planning to go down here purely because I need the extra population, but it doesn't, it doesn't hurt. 6 million people, not the greatest army, I've had a worse end. Just gotta play it safe. That's why I need field hospitals before I even attempt battles. Need to also make sure I don't end up on the Soviet front where I'm just throwing my men into a meat grinder. But I did turn up the Allies. I did hawk up the Allies' difficulty quite a ways. So it could end up being that I will end up hitting the meat grinder, just the Allied kind, when they're all entrenched. So we'll have to try and avoid that. Naval bombardment, close air support, tanks, that sort of thing. Okay, what else do I need? Industry, research time for industry. That could be quite handy right now, so we'll go down there. Oh, so how... Oh, the Spanish Civil War is still going? Fascists, I hope, are winning this. I want to play Spain, but they don't even have their national focus, which is really strange to me. How does Spain not have one? You don't think if they... Paradox, if you want, I have some ideas for national focus. Have you seen my Darkest Hour campaign? Pretty much just follow that. You know, maybe try and recreate their old empire. I mean, that was an event in there. So that would be nice. You know, maybe they get Casus Belli on South America, include them in World War II. They rarely get mentioned or brought in any sort of events.